So the conversation is for everybody today. And I really, what I'm committed to in that is I really see the opportunity for us to grow our chapter this way, because it'll make each group a smaller, more focused group to fill in and look for who you're looking for inside of your team. Our goal is to have at least 8 members in each power team, and then as that particular power team grows, we'll split off and create a second power team. Like right now, I think Home Services already has 8,
right?
And so we're working on creating a second one for Home Services. So that's why I am going to be supporting Lisa as well as supporting all of you. My schedule is also shifting in my company where I will be doing a lot more networking, and part of that is going to be to fill our chapter. And I'm using that as an opportunity to grow my business through filling our chapter. So there's a lot of stuff happening to grow our chapter. My request today is that as you listen to Lisa, that you look at being fully committed, 100%. And if there's any questions about how it will work, that you speak with one of us. We've got a great support system with utilizing Lee Abrams' book, as well as Lisa's done a lot of homework and research behind the scenes and a lot of meetings and hours to kick this off for us. And I think it'll really begin to create a strong foundation for us to grow moving forward, so everyone is getting more out of their time spent with BNI.
Yeah.
All right, so take it away.
Okay, thank you, Jesse. Very good, absolutely. Good?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just to reiterate, I am fully committed to building my business and helping you build your businesses. And in order to do that, we need to become better at educating ourselves and our sales force so that we're getting more referrals. So my goal with Power Team Certified and Power Teams is to at least triple the business that we're generating with that in a more efficient and more effective way with the time that we're spending here. So there are 6 key life situations that create referrals for over 36 business categories in BNI. So that's what we're going to focus on today. You should have a worksheet there in front of you that says I'm relevant. Go ahead and grab that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through that so we can see how you can connect your products and your services to those key life situations. So by a show of hands, would you be interested if I could show you a quick and easy way to receive more referrals from your chapter? Who's interested in that? Is that a worthwhile thing? Yes. Okay, very good. So everyone, go ahead and write in your business category in the space provided on the left of that worksheet and your name in there. Go ahead and do that. And then right below that, you should see those 6 contact spheres. And those are starting with business services, events, personal services, etc. Everybody see that? Yep.
The 6 circles.
Okay, the 6 circles, yes. So just below the 6 contact spheres, you see a table with the header Key Situations. And from left to right, you see Getting Married, Business Builder, New Baby, Real Estate. Everybody see that? Okay. And these 6 key situations are incredibly powerful because over 90% of all the referrals passed in the BNI chapters can ultimately be traced back to one of those common life cycle events. That's powerful stuff. So in fact, each key situation does create over 36 referrals for business BNI business categories. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick look at whether or not you have a product or service that is relevant to one or more of these key situations. We're going to move through it very quickly, so we're going to start with the Getting Married key situation. Does everybody see that on the worksheet? Getting married? Okay. So if you have a product or service that's relevant to people getting married, please write it down, as well as the benefit to the consumer just below. And if you look below that, you see the massage therapist example. That'll give you an idea about that. But go ahead and write down your product and service and the consumer benefit that you have regarding getting married. Okay. So once you've done that, everyone who has something that's a service that's relevant to getting married, please write it down and then stand up. Everybody who wrote something down there. Okay, awesome.
Mike, do you have relative things to getting married?
I don't know, not really.
Okay, now, okay. 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 Well, you might.
That's true. That's family law.
Okay, do we have anyone in real estate, insurance, or financial services who's not standing? Okay. So think about Aflac, though. What do you have that might be relevant to a couple that's getting married? They might be interested in that. So that would probably, you could probably stand up as well. I'm trying to show the applicability across the board here. And how about property services? Property services, any property services? Things to do around the house and combining households, things that may need to be repaired or something like that. So all those are applicable, okay?
How about being a minister?
What's that?
How about being a minister?
Okay, okay, that works too. Okay, so you see that. Okay, so does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so that shows you that there may be applicability beyond what you initially thought about when you thought about getting married. Okay, so that's fine. Thank you. Go ahead and sit down. Okay, so the next category is business builder. Okay, and business builders are people who are starting a new business or building an existing business. So do you have a product or service that's relevant to a business builder? If so, please write that down and then stand up. Well, anybody who's looking to grow their business, start a new business, build an existing business. Okay.
You would stand because you're looking to clean that.
Yep. Yep.
Or just, and JDR would stand because they may need somebody to redecorate.
Yep.
Remodel.
Okay. And anybody in health and wellness that's not standing. Okay. Is it possible that your products and services give this business builder more energy, more stamina, help them to build their business?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Everybody standing. You notice that? Okay, awesome. So this is power team stuff that we're creating right here. Okay, everyone go ahead and sit down. That's great. Okay, I'm not going to go through the other 4 key situations. You get the idea of what we're doing here.
What's active bragging buddy?
That active bragging buddy, we're going to roll into that when we get to power team certified training. You're actually going to team up, and that's going to be pretty exciting. That's a little farther down the line. So can you see how aligning your networking activity with other members of the chapter based on products and services can be relevant to those common life occurrences? So you want to start listening to those things. I'm going to digress just a second. But when you hear that somebody's starting a new business, you hear somebody is getting married, somebody's having a baby, somebody's has anything to do with real estate, getting healthy or relocation, there's applicability for everybody in our chapter. So that should be setting off bells for you. And that's what power team training, power teams and power team certified training is all about. It's helping you to become a better listener and dig down to make sure that you're not missing an opportunity to refer business to somebody and that they're not missing an opportunity to refer business to you. So that's what that's all about. Most people in here have already signed up for the power team certified, and I've heard from almost everybody on the power team. So just to refresh your memory, before the end of the year, power team certified is $50. After that, it goes to $250. So we want everybody to be on the same page so that we're all at the same level and really honing in on how to refer business to each other. So that's the purpose of this. If you look at that as, basically $1 a week to build your business for the next year, to take it to the next level, triple your referrals, that's a no-brainer. So anyway, any questions? Okay, awesome, great. Thank you very much.
Wait, you still, hold on.
Oh,
Well, how many minutes does he have left?
It's 15 after time.
So you still have 15 minutes.
you said 10 minutes. That's all I got.
He's got a half a terabyte hard drive, so.
Well, okay, we can go through another one then. That's fine.
You can go through,
Okay.
or is there any other information about it, or questions that people have?
Does anybody have questions? That's fine. Yeah, does anybody have questions about power team training or power team certified?
Bottom of the sheet.
That's later on. That's later on. We'll get to
No,
that. No, not right now. We're not doing that right now.
Okay.
That's fine. But these are some of the exercises that we'll roll out during our power team trainings as well, just to take that to the next level. Okay.
I was just wondering, you sent us a link, right, to purchase the $50?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I'll send one last reminder out probably this afternoon or the next day,
Okay.
so that everybody can get on board with that. So.
How long did you say the webinars were going to be per week?
The webinars are an hour and a half. There are going to be live webinars. If you've already signed up, you probably received an email from Lee telling you what time those are going to be. But don't stress, because if you can't make the live ones, they are recorded for you to listen to and watch at your leisure. So.
And then what was the time commitment as far as getting together with our specific groups?
That's a monthly event, and probably a couple of hours. But those will also count for one-to-one, so it's not to take up more of your time. to move your time, use your time more efficiently.
And those meetings are also structured, so it's not going to like you're just going to show up. And
No, I'm going to have an agenda for you.
there's an
Yeah.
agenda that you go through, so it's very, very structured, and it works for everybody to get the most out of those one-to-ones
Take it out.
as well.
Over here? Okay, all right, got
Oh,
it.
and then repeat the question that people have.
Oh, okay. What was, as far as the amount of time, okay, Cindy, you asked what the amount of time with regard to our power team commitment. Power teams are going to meet once a month for probably a couple hours where we're really going to drill down, like we're going to focus on Chad. We're going to say, okay, Chad, when your team meets, what's a good referral for you? And we're really, really going to focus on you for that 15 or 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, you'll focus on each person.
And we're going to make commitments on what we're going to send to you too. I mean, it's going to be really good. It's not
Each
it's not
person will
loosey-goosey.
have some part of the meeting will focus on each member.
Right.
Inside of the power team.
Yep. Yep.
So is everybody in the whole group participating, whether or not they purchase for material?
Yes.
And
Yes.
when we get new members, they're just going to be assigned to different groups?
Correct.
The hope is did we send out already who the groups were?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So the next step, once you meet with Lisa, have all those meetings been scheduled?
Yep.
So all those meetings are scheduled, is then to look at, one of the first conversations to have is, okay, who do you want to add into your team? And then you guys create that list. Lisa will create the master list,
Yep.
get that to me, and then I'll submit it to Carolyn at BNI Corporate to help us find those people. And then also, like I mentioned, as part of what I'll be doing is a lot more networking. And then I can have my eyes and ears open for each of the teams to fill those teams as well.
Yeah, and just on another note, I will be at each power team meeting, at least probably the first couple times, just to make sure that we're all on the same page and that we're following the same agenda and really making it as effective as possible. So.
And then she'll assign a captain for each power
Yep.
team. So each power team will assign a captain to replace Lisa, and then Lisa will be part of one power team. Because essentially Lisa can be in every power team
Yep.
with her category.
Yep.
I don't know if I received an email that stated when the webinars were. I'll double check. But do we know when they're starting? You said they're like an hour and a half on Saturdays. How many are there?
No, they're starting, if you already registered, you should have received an email from Lee Abraham. He just came out with the schedule for 2013 of when the webinars are going to be held.
Is the registered meaning purchased or?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, and you know what, I'll go ahead and forward an email that I received from him
Yeah,
on
I
that.
didn't get that yet.
I'll go ahead and do that. Does that answer your question?
Just are the webinars once a month for 5 weeks, or do we know?
Well, so we're kicking off the next round of Power Team Certified, so those webinars will be for 5 weeks, once a week.
On Saturdays, but then they're
Well, no, whenever you want. I think
Yeah.
there are 3 different days. Saturday might be one of them.
I would
couple
worry
other days.
less about when it actually is that
Yeah.
week, as far as just having it in your calendar that this is when you're going to log in, you're going to get the information, so it works for you. Because you don't have to log on and do the live webinar. You can do it
Right,
whenever
and
you
I'll just
want.
throw this out too. Lee's really thrilled with the response from our chapter, and I told him that we had 100% commitment. We're shy of that right now in terms of people that have actually pulled the trigger, but if we get higher numbers, or even where we are right now, Lee has said that he'll do a special webinar just for our team, which would be really nice, because then we can interact. I know that might be a little tougher to coordinate, but that's something that we can look at as well. So that's pretty
And
exciting.
it'll probably be recorded and then rewatched later. as
Yeah,
well for people.
yep, that's true too.
Cool. Any other feedback from you guys, or what do you see possible, or what are you excited about, or what are you not excited about?
Yeah.
Wendy?
Well, I personally am very excited I don't know how long I've been with this chapter, but most of my referrals have come, from you guys inside, and I'm just excited to get, really, we're here I'm here to be your best spokesperson out there in the world. And if we could get trained more in how to listen efficiently for the perfect referral, I just think that's going to make a big difference for our businesses. So I'm super excited, and I appreciate you doing all of that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too. No, it's really worthwhile. I'm excited too. Thank you, Eddie.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's plug or whatever, but it's like doing the little things that make the huge difference. Like having a video on my website now, For instance, I'm looking at a new location, a new space, as far as expanding, keeping the one I'm at, but growing into a new space. It's a perfect location. It's got a chiropractor. It's got a homeopathic doctor in there. So initially, John, who you all met last week, had gone and looked at the space himself, and he was going to be moving in there. And since he and I went there together and looked at it, and then I just left my card. The chiropractor who manages the business, her and her husband together, she called me early this morning because I just met her on Monday. Called me early this morning. She's like, "Hey, I went to your website. I watched your video. I watched what you guys do, and we definitely want to have you be part of our team because what you do and what we do are very similar." And so, if I hadn't had the video on the front page of my website to really go and educate her like that, maybe it wouldn't have gone that way. But it opens up a huge opportunity now, just from simply having the video on the front page of my website to educate people when they go. So that's a voice and an education for me all the time, is having that on my website.
Awesome.
So I don't know if that helped or hindered, but it was like just another tool that was available that made a huge difference. So, any other feedback, comments, questions?
Any other confusion about anything? I know this is a lot to roll out. Most BNI chapters, in my understanding anyway, have already established their power teams before they launch into Power Team Certified. So that's why if it hit you like a tsunami, I get it. It hit me like that too. So, but it's very worthwhile, and we want to get it kicked off now. Again, we want to save ourselves some money on the PTC thing, so it's doable for everybody, and it's just going to really help to turbocharge our power teams. So.